Cool, great.
Cool.
Okay, I'll do the recap again. I'm sure it's fresh in everyone's mind because it was yesterday,
Yeah.
but a recap can always help out.
And you're good.
So you completed your chronicles through the Death House, and as a result, you were sort of welcomed into the village of Barovia as outsiders, and you sort of had free reign of the town from here. You did a bit of soul searching and decided Dusk's body should be buried in the forest. Bit of deliberation, we came across to a scene where Dusk was found herself in sort of a spectral graveyard, a different plane of existence where it was just this endless cemetery stretching all sides. She encountered a figure there that essentially offered her a second chance at life. You all resolved to head towards the church. When you were on your way to the church, you found a small stall set up on the path. There, a small crow-like being, who was referred to by the name Bones, by someone I'll mention in a second, was there hawking potions and alchemical wares. Also in that store was a recuperating Dusk. Even though you just buried her in the forest, she was there with her body, with a suit of armor and a sword by her side. She had hazy memories of what had happened to her. Regardless, you welcomed her back into the party and you continued towards the church. The church was a weathered, old, decrepit building that had clearly shown signs of many years of wear and tear and battle against all manner of forces of evil. As you entered, two major things hit you. The chapel was very brightly lit, and there was a man quietly thumbing prayer beads and saying an incantation at an altar. In addition to that, there was also desperate, inhuman screams emanating from what you assume to be below the floorboards in the basement. After talking with the priest, you learned his name was Father Donovich, and beneath the floorboards in the catacombs of the chapel was his son. He said that a few years ago, him, his son, and a few other villagers had set up a sort of rebellion against Strahd. They'd been tricked into thinking he had a weakness that they could exploit. They were wrong, and Strahd turned his son into a vampire spawn. You went down into the catacombs. You ultimately killed Donovich's son, the vampire. Came back up. He was inconsolable. You met a man called Ismark who requested your help. He was at the chapel at the time, and you followed him. He said that his sister Irina has been getting nightly visits from Strahd, horrid nightmares of him, coming to take her away, bite marks upon her neck, sort of like night terrors every single day. And they'd also been sort of under attack by wolves during this time. And during that time, the mayor who had fallen ill had died of the stress. They resolved then to bury their father, the mayor, in the cemetery in Barovia, next to the church, before they headed out towards the walled city of Vallaki, the only place in Barovia where Ismark feels his sister can be safe from the Devil Strahd. So we pick up where we left off. Ismark and Irina carry the coffin of their father, and they are all ready to head out towards the church to lay him to rest before they begin their long journey towards Vallaki. I'll hand it over to you guys.
I was wondering, how far is the gypsy camp away from Vallaki?
Do you ask Ismark, Irina?
Ismark.
Yes. Do you mean the Tesser Pool encampment?
Yeah.
It's on the way. It's about a day's journey from here and from Vallaki. It's about halfway across the path. Why?
Never mind.
Very well. I trust you've had some encounter with the Vistani to pique your interest.
Yeah, we've all had our meeting with Vistani.
They were the
Very
ones
good.
who tricked us
yes. They tricked you. Yes, of course. That's our state of affairs, but nothing can be done about that. Are we ready to depart? My father's corpse moulders in the coffin by the second.
I think we're ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Irina and Ismark go to take the coffin. They're clearly sort of struggling to uphold the casket. Does anyone else help them?
Yeah, I can help them.
Yeah, I'll help them as well.
Yeah, you don't have to roll anything. Just you grab the lengthwise ends of it, and it's very easily picked up. So you travel through the village.
Some incense. As
You place it in the coffin?
No, I just walk with it behind.
Oh, like a pallbearer.
Yeah.
Right, great, okay. So you make your way through the village of Barovia. The town square is barren, as it is most of the time in the village. The few people who are there take off their hats and sort of offer a quiet, silent salute, only for a second before putting them back on and going about their day. You also see, again, the old woman with her little cat distributing what look to be like pies and pastries to villagers. You also spy on the far side of the town square 2 villagers having a rather violent fight. As the fight concludes, you notice that the victor has essentially knocked the other villager unconscious, and he frantically tears open his pockets in his jacket and rips out a pastry and begins just shoving it down his gullet, eating like a ravenous animal. He then gets this sort of like wide-eyed stare, and he runs down an alleyway further into the village. As you continue on, you go towards the church. Let me make sure the tokens are in the right place.
Fucking my page froze. It's so annoying.
It is pretty annoying, you're right. Just refresh it, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Can't keep on going. I'll look once I get in.
Yeah, of course. The funeral procession travels throughout the village and eventually comes back upon the chapel. You notice the chapel's unchanged except for the fact that the double doors swing wide open. They aren't closed like they were when you first came here. Ismark and Irina begin just slowly walking towards the chapel as they were before.
Maybe just follow them.
Right. You're much smaller here, but the chapel still has a sort of same sense of scale. As you all come towards the central hall of the chapel, you notice that some of the lights and lanterns that are fastened against the wall fittings have died down. Instead, there are merely embers that sort of vaguely lit the chapel's main hall. You enter into the centre, and you see the very distinctive form of a man hanging from a rope descended from the roof. Irina runs towards the altar.
I fall to my knees and cry.
You all immediately recognize it now. The hanging corpse of Father Donovich swings gently in the breeze, hung from the rope from the bell tower above. The bell faintly chimes and echoes inside the chapel as his body swings. Irina sort of grasps at Father Donovich's robes. I know you're all small. Sorry, guys. She shouts across the chapel to Ismark, "What happened here? What happened here?" Ismark sort of gets a stern look upon his face. I met these strangers here. They dealt with Donovich's problem, his son, in a direct manner. That's partially why I thought they were good candidates for this task. Irina cuts her brother off and looks at each of you. I understand why you would do this. But is there not already enough suffering in this world?
We didn't mean to.
We had no choice.
It was actually self-defense.
We were trying to feed him, we were trying to reach him, talk to him, but he attacked us. We had no choice. He is not who he used to be. He is merely a shell of what used to be your brother.
I see. Hard decisions
Listen,
had to be made.
bloodsuckers took my family too. I know how it feels.
Question.
Not related.
Yeah, but they're not
When they say father, they mean father as in a vicar.
Yeah, but they're not
Father
brothers.
Thomas. They weren't brothers, no. They
Yeah.
weren't.
Sorry.
It's alright, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Gets the point across. Very well, very well. Hard decisions have to be made in Barovia. Well, we should just get on with it and bury my father. Ismark sort of nods and gestures towards Kaylee and Dawn to again just grasp the coffin and bring it out the back door. Move you out into the courtyard.
is
Is there-
everybody else small as well? Or is it just
No, it's just the size of the previous page's tokens compared to this map.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, sorry, I just thought about Game Boy or something.
Ismark begins digging a hole with a shovel that he brought. Does anyone else join him?
Yeah, I'll turn in.
No, I'm
Right,
still-
you begin. There's that you immediately recognise. There's no sort of orderly sort of requirements or way of digging a grave. He is literally just digging a hole in the ground to put his father's corpse in. So it doesn't take anywhere near as long as a regular sort of standard issue grave would. It takes about an hour or two to make a sort of a hole that is big enough to fit a body in and then cover with dirt. The coffin is superfluous. It was merely there to bring the mayor along through the town. As the hole is dug, Ismark pulls his father's dead corpse to him from the coffin and lays it in the dirt. He mutters a small incantation of mourning to himself. Does anyone else do anything while he's laying his father to rest?
I'll bow my head in respect, I suppose.
Yeah.
I say a prayer.
Great.
Um,
While this is happening, everyone roll me a perception check, please.
Oh my god.
So, as it turns out, Borg had to be led through town to the chapel because Borg is still asleep at the moment.
Blinded by my drunkenness. Yeah.
and Marina's also really.
I'm
Those of
busy.
you who rolled above a 15, so Kaylee and Namin, while the beginning of the procession sort of goes on and the mayor's body is laid in the hole, you hear very faintly wait for it. Oh wait, no, fuck. Exterior, there we go. The faint footfalls of a horse against mud and stone to
Can
the
you
west.
hear that? Can anyone hear that?
Nope, not not hearing anything.
I think I hear
I think I hear
an animal.
a horse.
Yeah, it could be a horse.
Yeah, over to the west.
Definitely be a horse.
Towards the west.
Sorry.
somewhere.
Yes.
Ismark sort of catches on to what you're saying. What? He snaps himself out of his morning. What was that? What did you say?
I think there's a horse. I think someone's coming.
Yeah, I heard like a horse over towards the west.
His eyes go wide and his face drops. Oh no. Oh no, not now. Not
What
now.
is it? What's going on? Who is it?
You all notice the faint mist around your feet begins drawing in.
I draw my
The
longbow.
fog grows thicker around you. Now the footfalls of a horse against mud and stone become all the more apparent. Everyone hears it coming from the west. You all turn to the west as the fog grows thicker. Emerging from the mists is a large black caravan, carried by two black flaming horses.
What's going on?
The carriage opens, and out steps a familiar looking figure. Long black hair, tall, imposing, decked out in colourful, noble garments.
Fuck, is it him? Could it be him?
It must be.
Holy okay, alright. Weapons. Weapons.
No, don't.
Put your guard up.
Let's
Strahd looks
Yeah, holy. I'm drawing my bow. No way.
Don't.
at each one of you
Don't draw your bow.
with the slightest of
I
grins
draw,
upon
but
his face.
I walk back. I go to the back of you guys, but I do draw my bow.
Ismark is going crazy. He is, no, not now. You won't take my sister. You won't take him. Not now. Not now. Not when I'm burying my father. Strahd simply turns to him, puts a finger over his lips, quiets, freezes as if suspended in time. Pardon my interruption, my friend. I understand that my beloved is in mourning over the death of her dear father. I have merely come to offer my condolences. I have seen your capabilities in that festering mansion. I wish to see more. You have entertained me greatly so far. May it continue. He gestures towards the fog, and you look as the spectral forms of what appear to be an army of large wolves emerge from the mists. Everyone please roll me initiative.
Oh,
Oh god.
don't forget to click your thing. Your icon.
What is up with my initiative rolls?
This is not a 4, like it's been like every other time.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Who hasn't gone?
Yuki? No.
No,
she
you
did
can roll
just
twice.
Yeah, but she needs. There we go. Right. 16.
now. Sunny?
I have rolled 16.
You're not on the initiative order though. You need to press your token.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did I do it
Don't
right?
fight me. Oh, okay.
Why did I go in front?
Is
Just
there-
waiting on you, Kaylee.
Sorry, Karma, is there
Sorry,
two musics playing? Overlapping?
There isn't any more now.
What? Oh, never mind, I have
What's that?
2 windows open. Never mind.
Do I have to do it again?
Yes, just so you're in the initiative order. You need to press your token.
I did though. Oh, right. Sorry.
Still didn't. Oh, there we are.
I
Nice.
did.
Right, firstly, the spectral army of direwolves descend upon each of you. There are 9 of them. They each pick targets. They sort of disappear and reappear again in front of you, as if they are ghosts shifting from some sort of astral dimension. Each one makes an attack against you. 2 of them attack Dawn. They both hit, dealing a total of 16 piercing damage.
Oh god.
Okay.
2 of them attack Marina. 1 hits for a total of 6 piercing damage.
Oh god.
1 attacks Naaman. Hits for 14 piercing damage.
This
1
is
attacks
bad.
Borg. And misses.
Yeah, boy.
1 attacks Dusk. And crits for 18 piercing damage. 1 attacks Vivi. And misses. And 1 attacks Kaylee. And hits for 9 piercing damage. How's everyone looking?
4 HP.
9.
I'm looking very swole, actually.
4 HP.
Oh god, 8. So I have
Okay,
22.
I'm down to 7.
I have
We're
10
gonna-
because I got injured yesterday.
Vivi, it's your turn.
I'm at 19.
I go and attack this closest one from the back.
Yep.
Can I do it?
Yes, you can. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I do something else?
You can use your dash or disengage, your cunning action.
What does this do?
What does what do? It gives you a bonus to your initiative equal to your charisma.
Oh, so that's the start of the round.
Yes.
Oh.
So you've only benefited from that.
Yeah, I'll use cunning action and jump away, I guess. I
Okay.
don't know.
Alright. Dawn, your turn.
I will attack the one under me.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
That's a miss.
Okay, I'll use a key. Oh well, no, I can just do a free fist, right?
Yes, you can.
Wait, let me just read something here. Can you just ask how do I use my Radiant Sunbolt in like this situation? I'm not really sure how it works.
It's a ranged attack that you use an action. You've already used your action.
Okay, okay. But it says here, you can use the special attack as a part of it. You can spend 1 key to make the special attack twice as... Okay, so if I use it first, then I can use it again as a special action. If I use
Yes.
a key. Okay, I get it. Well, I use a fist.
That misses.
What? Well then I'll spend a key and use patient defense.
All right.
How do I actually use that?
Literally just press it. Press it in your character sheet.
It's not on my attacks actually.
It should be in your character sheet in the bottom right.
Yeah, it is, but nothing happens when I press it.
There's a
Oh.
speech bubble next to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't use a bonus action. Your fist counts as a bonus action when you attack. So all you can do is move.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, actually, I won't move. Stay still.
Okay. Borg, your turn.
I'll use Rage and
Yep.
Frenzy.
Yep.
And attack this one.
Yep. Go for it. Misses.
Fucking hell. But I get an extra attack though.
Get an extra attack, yes.
So I get to roll again, I guess.
Yes.
Same one then.
Misses.
Fuck.
These ones are
Anything else?
fucking-
No.
Alright.
These ones are
Kaylee,
fucking ridiculous.
your turn.
So what was it called? The one I had that was like an AoE spell.
The Hail of Arrows or Hail of Thorns.
Right. And where do I find that? It's not in mine. Do I go to spells and then?
Yes,
Oh,
you
it's
do.
not. It's not here. We didn't add it yet.
Can't use it if you haven't.
Right. I want to longbow the one to my left.
Misses.
Yeah, that's it.
Marina, your turn.
Yes, I'm gonna use spike growth, which will pin them down. Can pin them down. Can I use it like this?
Yes, you can. Yes, if they move, they take damage.
Awesome. Fuck you, bitches. Okay, I'm gonna attack the upper one with God, where is it? Where is it? Inflict wounds. Yeah.
You can't. You've already used your action.
Oh, it's an action. I'm sorry.
It's
Well, I
Passing time one action. Yeah.
horrible roll anyway. So
It's okay. Yeah, doesn't matter. That doesn't count.
okay.
All right.
can
Anything
I
else you'd like to do? Move.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
All right. Two wolves are in melee range of you, so they get 2 opportunity attacks. One hits for 11 piercing damage. The other hits for 12 piercing damage.
I'm down.
You have to remember this.
Sometimes I've got to do it hard way, you know.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's
on.
why I didn't. That's why I remembered to move this time because to not move because I remember that thing.
Yeah.
But there's
Oh
these
my
ones have
god.
ridiculous amounts of fucking like stats.
Yeah.
There's
it's
no way
bad.
we can actually win this.
Strahd's eyes begin to glow red in the mist, and he lets out this sort of like crimson hue around him. He sort of extends his hand towards Irina, who is now just like slack-jawed, staring at Strahd. He says to her, "Come to me, my love." And Irina begins walking slowly towards him. When she gets out by 10 feet, he will then flick his other hand, which reveals a sort of large flame that is beginning to manifest inside his palm. He then absentmindedly sort of flicks his wrist, and a colossal explosion of fire appears in the middle of the party. Everyone, please make me dexterity saving throws.
I don't need
It
to do
should
that,
be
right?
easy.
Oh, fuck.
Do I have to do that since I'm down?
Is that the one under proficiency bonus?
Yes.
Marina doesn't have to know.
Okay.
It's at the top.
The
Oh, did
explosion
I
is
do it
centered
wrong?
here, so luckily, Ismark and Marina are safe from the blast. Okay, cool. So Dawn, you are the only one who succeeded. So since you succeeded, you only take 40 fire damage.
40!
Everyone else, please take 80 fire damage.
Do I go mine?
85?
Yes, 80
Well,
fire
I'm
damage.
So we're dead as fuck then.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I
Take
dodged.
85 damage back here.
Do we go
Oh
mine?
no, you don't. You don't. You're okay. You're out of the blast
Wait,
radius.
am I really stupid? Am I supposed to take my current hit points and then
Minus
minus
80? Yes.
80?
Yes.
Not 85.
No, not 85.
Mine-
Narman, death save, please.
How do you do that?
On your character sheet,
yeah.
next to your hit dice.
I don't see that. I only have my my hit dice, and I have
My
success.
dick.
Next to it.
I might be retarded here,
the
but
right.
so my current hit points is minus 80. What was it? Minus 61?
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm at minus 73.
Don't have anything
I'm only at
to
minus
click.
31. This is success, failures, and then death save.
Yeah, I only see successes and failures.
Yeah, press death saves.
I don't
below
see
it.
that at all.
Do you want me to roll yours for you then?
Yeah, please. I don't have like mine's
Should
like,
be
screwed up.
clickable right underneath.
Well,
No,
you
I
roll
don't-
an 18, so that's one.
I'll send a screenshot because I don't have it at all.
Wait, what am I supposed to click?
Well, you haven't.
Nothing.
You haven't supposed to click
Nothing.
anything.
Oh, okay.
All right, Narman, one success. Dusk, death save, please.
Am I really in the blast?
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, one failure. Fantastic. The wolves, they all take their turn. You can see, like, as you're flicking in and out of consciousness, and Vivi and Marina can see it as well. They sort of begin bearing down on the party, sort of salivating out of their spectral mouths. But you see, Strahd absent-mindedly puts his hand out as if to command them to stop. And in a flash, they dissipate and vanish into. So all the wolves are gone now. Vivi, your turn.
Can I sneak all the way up to Strahd and attack?
I'm gonna
That's
say
a
no. That's a
ballsy
lot
move.
more than 30 feet. You won't be able to get within melee range.
Can I just sneak over here and be stealth?
Yes, you can. Take a hide action. So roll me a stealth. Okay, yeah, you clang about pots that have just materialized into existence. That one still. You start screaming at the top of the lungs, I'm hiding, you can't see him! And you take cover behind the wall of the chapel. Dawn, death save, please.
Cool.
Success.
Oh, never mind.
That's a success.
Do I check that
Bog.
one in then?
Yes, you check it in. Bog, death save, please.
Oh no.
Success.
Oh.
Kaylee, death save, please.
Where's the death save?
Next to hit dice.
Next to hit dice on your character. Should say successes, failures, death save.
Fuck, I can't see it. I'm sorry. My
It might be
eyes
like
are so
mine.
shit.
I don't have that option at all.
I
Your
can't.
letters are
I
too
can't
many.
see it.
There's nothing I can do though.
I'll roll it for now.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Success! Marina, death save.
But I can't see it. To be honest. Is it? Oh, it's up here. Okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Just below your hit points.
yes.
Success!
Oh, thank God.
Strahd's eyes glimmer with crimson
Dusk dice again.
as he begins sort of coaxing Irina over to him. Irina is still in this zombie-like daze, heading slowly towards Strahd. Narmin, death save.
Well, you gotta do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, sad.
What do we do with the death save points? Do we add them to the hit point?
Oh, okay, so
Success!
if you succeed 3 times, you live. If you fail 3 times, you die.
Oh, okay.
Dusk. Failure.
Again.
Vivi.
Monk guys.
Can I run over to Strahd?
You can try, yes.
How
I'll
do
say
I
that's
see
within
how
30
long it
feet.
is?
I'll say that's about 30 feet. You can get within melee range.
That's
Okay,
a ballsy
but I
move.
can't sneak, I guess.
Do you want
No.
to die, by the way?
Attack
That does
Strahd.
not hit Strahd.
Ouch.
You begin to attack him, and you notice that surrounding him there is sort of this like bubble of magical armor that only appears when someone tries to strike him. You see that you can make a scratch in the armor, but it simply just sort of bounces off and doesn't affect Strahd whatsoever. And he sort of turns to you and just gives a little smirk as he continues to draw Irina towards him. Dawn, death save, please. Success. Bog, death save. Success. Kaylee, death save.
Oh no.
Failure. Marina, death save. Success.
Oh.
Strahd continues to lure Irina towards him. And then he hesitates. He sort of drops his eyes to the ground. This was too easy. What good is the chase without the thrill of the hunt, my love? Irina is still completely charmed. Strahd waves his hand, and all of you get back with 1 hit point remaining.
Do we clear our successes and failures again, or okay?
Strahd looks at each of you. This prattle bores me. Perhaps you will make a more satisfying meal in the future, if I let you live. As for you, my beloved, Irina is still completely fixed. We will meet again soon. With that, he casts greater invisibility on himself and vanishes from sight. You see the carriage door slam shut and the flaming black horses neigh and run back off, carrying the carriage down the hill towards the looming silhouette, almost obscured by the thick fog of Castle Ravenloft in the distance.
Woo!
Too fucking close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
come
close. Jesus Christ.
Imagine if you just died when you just got back up.
Yeah, I failed too.
Yeah.
Alright. Irina snapped out of her trance. She's shaking her head. What? I saw him again! Did you? She turns and sees that the entire party is gravely wounded. And Ismark is pale, as if he's just seen a ghost. You guys want to say anything?
What did you see?
I'm just on the ground. I'm like half.
Yeah, I'm just so confused.
I could really use an ale right now.
Yeah, oh
I
god.
like some wine.
Like pat
Irene-
some of the fire off.
Irina has this look of fear that washes over her face.
Irina,
Strahd!
what's going
Strahd,
on?
he was here! He was here! He was here, wasn't he? Here! Not in my
was.
dreams, not in my dreams
He
anymore.
was. No, he was.
I think you
Ismark.
were charmed.
Ismark, we need to leave. We need
What
to
does it
leave
mean
now.
What does it mean that he's back?
It means he's going to take me
Take
As one
you?
of his-
Why? Why? Why is he
as one
gonna
of
take?
vampiric brides. I don't know why. I don't have all the answers.
Listen,
He knows that-
okay. Okay. How do you know this? Did he tell you? Who told you?
Strahd told me in my dreams.
In your dreams?
Kayla, you know this. Ismark's told you all this.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We need to rest. We need to rest and get everyone healthy, and then we need to go. We need to go as fast as we can to the walled city. Ismark, and sort of Ismark just snapped out of his trance. Yes, of course. Everyone back to my father's manor house. We will rest for the night, and we will leave in the morning. Do you all agree?
Yeah.
We need to go to the Vistani.
You need to go to the Vistani. Why?
No. We need to rest first.
I
Yeah,
agree.
If
We
we
need to
need
rest.
to rest first.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
but we need to go to the Vistani before we go anywhere else.
Why?
We need to see if Madam Eva has something
Hello?
to say.
I see you met them. Yes. We will sort everything out in the morning. For now, we must rest.
Seems like a plan.
So, scene. You all go back to the manor house. Each of you roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
I'm dumb as a rock, but
Well,
Yes, you're wise. Big brain.
Well,
Kayla.
roll 19.
Yeah, I did it
Gone.
wrong. Where do I hit it?
at the
Wisdom save.
save.
It doesn't matter, it's the same bonuses, don't worry.
Ah.
Who hasn't rolled?
Hi, sorry. Things happened. People came here.
It's alright.
What did I missed the last three? What
Just,
happened?
just roll a wisdom save.
Roll a wisdom save, please, as you
Okey-dokes.
go to rest in the manor house.
Yuki as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
me too. Okay.
Yes. Great. So Borg, Narman, and Dusk, you have a restful sleep. It goes without incident. Your sleep is calm and dreamy. Marina, Dawn, you have a nightmare. Each of you have what turns out to be the both of you dream of a young man in bed with a upon closer inspection, the woman appears dead. It turns out that the woman is in fact not dead, the woman is a mannequin. The mannequin then arises from the bed, dons a wedding dress from the cupboard, and begins to dance around the room, rhythmically, to an unseen beat. Kaylee and Vivi, you also suffer a nightmare. You dream that you are being chased down a long, black corridor with no means of escape. And your pursuer is a dark, shadowy figure. Very large, very imposing. The only things that you can make are that his right arm is swollen and gorged and appears to be gnarled, deformed, with claws where fingers shouldn't. You all awake.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, it's a bit distracting with Sonny eating.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Are we all like downstairs in the meeting now? Okay. I'm gonna just stay in my room and meditate for a little bit.
Yeah,
do
so
we actually regain any health by resting?
Yes, you all regain all your health, all your hit dice, all your spell slots.
Ah,
It's, long
You've all completed a long rest.
great.
Jesus Lord Almighty. It's been a long night.
Was not great though, but at least I am recovered. How do you guys?
Physically,
Fucking
I feel
amazing.
fine, but
Mustache just burned off.
Yeah.
I think this
We
fucked with my
basically
head.
almost died. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're fucked. But It's gonna be alright. We survived.
We did, yeah.
Barely.
Hey, Borg,
we
you want to
did
go grab a
survive.
beer?
Don't have to tell me twice.
Can I join you guys?
Of
I
course.
want a cider.
Of course. Let's see what we can find.
You all head downstairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Those of you who want to head downstairs, you head downstairs. You have the manor house seemingly to yourself. You can't seem to see if Ismark and Irene are awake at them.
Alright, let's just look around and see what we can find.
What are you trying to find? What are you?
Alcohol.
All right, yeah, you know where the most of the booze in the manor house is kept. There's sort of a cupboard in the chamber next to the study. It appears to be the late mayor's sort of smoking room, and there is a large
Right.
cabinet with a selection of various wines, beers, spirits, gins.
Right, so I pull some stuff out and I give it to both Borg and Marina. And to myself. We have
All right, yep. You guys just go ahead. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what sort of role play.
Fuck, I need another cider. That was too much. Hey, Norman, do you want some?
No, I need to just think about what I could have done. I have to analyze it in my head.
I sit in silence by a window and just drinking. Not saying anything.
What's Kayla thinking?
How we got here, what it means for our characters, what we're actually doing, if it's the right place for me to be, and also if I have like a choice at all.
Choices don't seem particularly rife in this realm. What's everyone else doing?
I'm still up in my room meditating.
All right.
Thinking
What about Dusk?
Still in her room. Says this prayer that I posted in the chat.
Right. I'm gonna leave you guys alone for a bit. Do what you.
Do you guys feel like we did the right thing?
I don't know anymore. I don't think there's like a right or wrong thing in this world. There seems to be just greatness.
I feel like I'm losing
We
all
killed
my
the.
moral.
I mean, we killed the fucking guy. What are we gonna do? We don't care about it.
No, but listen. Okay, so with my background and everything, I can't. I don't feel bad for killing a vampire, but seeing his.
I get it. But that was a human at some point, and it's,
I know it was, but was it now?
It's fucked up that it's normal now to assume we have to kill them. That was
what other choice do we have?
Things didn't used to be like that, you know.
Here, do we know that? Do we know
No, I
anything
mean,
about
not
this
them.
place?
I mean, your life. Like, I'm sure you had friends, family, like anything. A cat.
Mhm.
Like,
Your point being
that fucked up shit is getting normalized, and we have to stick our mental game into this because we can really easily be fucked up now by mental health.
Do you think it matters how we conduct this in terms of if we will ever
I
get out?
I think if we go insane, we're dead.
Do you think that's what happened to the rest of these people? Is like when you lose your sanity, that's when they become the zombie-like creature.
But
Once
isn't
you lose
helping
your soul,
Arena
you're
the
dead.
good thing to do here? We get out of the city
Yeah.
as well. We get as far away from Strahd as we
Mhm.
can.
That's good. That's true.
By helping these people, we're not only doing a good thing, we're helping ourselves.
Yeah.
I condensed this.
Yeah, I was about to say that as well.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Do you want something to drink?
I'm good.
Drink some
More
water.
for me.
At least, guys, have some water. We need to refresh. And
We
what
should
I'm
eat
just trying-
something.
what I'm just trying to say is that we shouldn't lose our morals, even though this is a place without morals, and so we don't turn on each other, and we need to stick together. The only way we're getting out of this, if we are getting out of it, is to stick together.
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree. I
Thank you.
think. I don't know anymore, but I do agree. Like on a moral level.
That's good. I appreciate that. We've been through shit now.
This is all such bullshit. We don't know anything about this curse that we're supposed to be healing, but at least let's just not fuck each other over.
Dusk died, and now she's here again. I mean,
Creepy. I'm very happy about it, but creepy.
yeah.
Do you know how you got back? Like, do you know anything? Like, how are you here?
I'd like to think it was Cannonball giving me another chance. But
we're gonna
never
try to
know.
like resurrect you, you know? Like none of us wanted that for you at all. Thank you for making this happen.
Can you even reach your gods in these times? Honestly,
aren't gods like omnipotent? Aren't they supposed to like reach
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I can't even feel in touch with the nature domain.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Both Dusk and Marine, you have both felt this the second you came through the mists of Barovia. While you can cast spells, you can perform incantations, you can worship, something feels. You can't pinpoint it, but something feels wrong.
Yeah.
It feels like you aren't really drawing from your god or your domain at all. Rather, you are drawing from a facsimile, some sort of. In fact, roll me a religion check to see how much you're feeling it. Both of you.
Yeah. Religion. There.
Yep. Both of you can get the distinct feel that you can cast your spells, you can perform your powers, you can pay homage to your god, but the source of these powers isn't right. It doesn't feel right. It's like when you have your favourite food and you haven't had it in a month and you come back and they've changed the recipe and something's not. It's like you are drawing your power from a facsimile, some sort of being that is pretending to be your god.
Like, I have no religious affinity at all, but I don't know about you guys, but this doesn't feel like reality to me.
No.
I still have some, but it's very minor. I've pretty much abandoned.
Oh, so you no longer worship Lysandra?
No, it all started when you died, or left.
When I died.
She's back.
Well, that's what all the people thought.
But you died, but you're not dead, and that's great.
He's not talking about that. This is this is many years ago.
Oh.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, yeah. What did happen? I'm also very curious about that.
We had turned 15 or 16, I don't remember. And something changed. My connection with Lysandra faded, and a darkness within me started growing. I don't know. I fled from from our temple. I left out my family behind to go and find a new deity I could worship. The priests and like the clergy of Kevin Boyd picked me up, and yeah, I've been with them ever since, only to be called upon for this task. I figured you're done, and our parents would have figured me dead. No matter.
It didn't take long for most of them to think of you as dead. I still had my hopes up, but even though I died after a while.
Well, the important part is that I'm here. It's not the will of the past.
Well, you might also want to know that there is no temple anymore. It's gone.
Oh. Yeah.
And,
I had the feeling of that.
mom and dad died. They got attacked by followers of Zurich.
Hmm.
Which is the main reason I
How
abandoned it.
fitting.
Yeah.
Followers of the Purple Sun. And what else they call themselves. Yeah, that's not well with the past. Shall we go see the Vistani?
Yeah.
We need answers. We need answers from Madame Eva.
But let's try to set a goal now. We need answers, but we need a specific goal now to build our strength up. Because like we need, you saw how that match ended up. Like we need to figure out what we can do to be more prepared. You know.
I think what our main focus should be on is learning about this place and see if we can find out if there's any weaknesses within Strahd's fortress. If there's anything we can figure out about this
Have you seen this place?
place.
He controls everything.
But there,
As if we stand a chance.
but now you're just being pessimistic. I know this is like the most depressing place ever, and you died. But like, I'm sure he has a weak spot. Everyone has weak, and there's no way to be completely in power. And we are, you know, in his eyes, you know, he probably doesn't even view us as competition. He just views us like dumb pawns. Honestly, that's our advantage right now. We are under the radar, for the most part.
You saw the difference. He's obviously very powerful with
He could have ended us all if he wanted. His cat playing with his prey.
But now you're just being
playing with
pessimistic.
us.
But okay, this is bullshit. You guys, seriously, like, don't. This is the good thing that he views us as pawns. But that's a great thing. He doesn't view us as competition in any way. His ego is totally out the window,
Right.
and we can use that.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't you see what happened to Vivi though? She tried to attack him and
Yeah, but she tried to attack him. Like, is she stupid?
What do you think we do then? What do you propose? Do we ambush him?
I say that we
I say that's a horrible
For
idea until
now.
we know it's a good idea.
for now I think we should visit the Vistanes. The Madame has something.
And I think we should go with Arena and Ismark.
Just
Yeah.
blend in.
Yeah.
Try to like.
No, I think we should follow them, see what this, because apparently this place we're going to is the last remaining fortress against Strahd.
I feel
There's
Okay.
probably
like
some-
Alright.
I feel like
There's
if
probably
we go
something
there,
we can learn there.
we might learn something new. We might get some new answers on our
Yeah.
way. We never know.
I'm in.
It's the safest thing to do. If it's so safe, if it's the last fortress, we might as well.
What else do we have to do?
I agree,
There's-
but I think the goal shouldn't be to defeat Strahd. It should be to escape Strahd. Like, we
But
don't
no,
have.
but the
we've
thing is,
learned.
if we don't defeat him, then the people of this place will still be under his
We've
thumb,
learned.
right?
We've learned.
But
Marina.
does that really matter?
Marina,
Like,
we
like,
cannot
Does it not
escape.
matter? Does
I mean,
Marina.
where I come from, people die all the time anyway.
Marina,
Like,
we've
come
learned.
on!
We've learned that we can't go back to where we came from if we don't kill him or defeat him in
We
some
don't.
way. If
And
don't
are
end
we
the
just
curse.
thinking about ourselves?
We should-
What are we here for then? If we're not here to
we're
help
not.
people, what
We're
the
not
fuck are
some
we?
heroes. Like.
Oh, okay.
necessarily. Why are we heroes? Are we doing this for like?
What the
to
fuck was
keep-
the house then with the children? Was that just bullshit? Was sacrificing?
Well, we do what we can, but we're not gonna
Sacrificing
necessarily-
Dusk was just bullshit then. Just whatever.
No, my God, you're overreacting. Yeah. How many beers have you had even?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm
Alright.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being a bitch now, but seriously, like we have to think of ourselves in this. We almost basically got ourselves killed.
I don't
and-
care about that, you know? I just
Oh my
want to do
God.
good.
Yeah, but that's gonna get us killed, and you're not gonna have your fancy beers or anything, or your cats, for that matter. If we try to keep this mentality, this is bullshit. Like,
So what do you
this
want
is
to
no
do?
this is no place
That's
for
what
heroes.
do you want to do?
We don't-
You
I
just
don't-
want to
the
run
way I
away
see
like
it
a
is-
fucking pussy?
The way I see it, we don't have much of a choice. We can stay here and just do nothing. or we
Stay
can
here and
fight.
wait till he comes and kills us.
Or we can
Well-
fight and try to help the city and
That's
help these
why-
people.
That is why I think we should follow them, because as I said, there is that place they're going to is the last remaining defense.
I just think it's
Against
stupid
Strahd.
to like
Stop
to
it!
be egotistical.
Does it
We're
even matter?
upsetting.
This...
We're upsetting her.
It doesn't, like... What does it matter? Let's just go talk to the Stani and then help Ismark and Irina get to the last bastion or whatever it is they call it. And let's see where it brings us. Discussing stuff now doesn't change anything.
I'm fine. Yep, I'm in.
Yeah,
Let's
that's-
go help them. Let's do what we can for now, and then we'll decide later if we want to be heroes or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool.
Very good, guys. As your conversation draws to a close, you hear the sound of feet on the upper floor. You all wait and gather in the study where the mayor's coffin laid low. The door opens. In step a very tired, very haggard looking Ismark and Irina. Ismark turns to the rest of you and gives his best facsimile of a smile. The Vistani carriage is waiting for us on the west side of town. I will be driving. I suspect the journey to Vallaki will take about a day, perhaps 18 hours if we're unimpeded. Is everyone ready to make the journey?
If you don't
Yeah.
mind, is it be possible to stop by the Vista on our way?
In the Tesser Pool encampment?
Yes.
Yes, we could make a deer tour to there. It is on the way to Vallaki.
Be great.
That would be
Thank you.
very helpful.
Thank you.
Alright. If that's everything, everyone please gather your things and we will be on our way. You all gather your things and make your way through Barovia. The village is mostly empty. The only person that you can see at town square is, once again, this old, short woman setting up her car, and the smell of fresh meat pies, dessert pastries waft over towards. Do you continue towards the caravan, or do you do anything else while you're here in Barovia? This could be your last time in this building.
I'd like to buy some
I-
pies.
Yeah, do we have supplies?
I'd like to buy some pies if I can.
Didn't you see what happened to that one person who was punching the living shit out of the guy and stole some pie out of his pocket before? When we went to the church yesterday. Do you remember?
I don't know.
It's possible that Kaylee didn't notice, whereas you did.
Ismark,
Something's off.
Ismark warned
About
us about her.
You
already.
think there's something wrong with the pies?
Absolutely.
I think something's wrong.
I need
with
to
this.
say my
alright.
goodbyes.
Okay.
I
Alright,
need
no.
to say goodbye
No.
to Bones before we go.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
I need to say goodbye to Bones before we leave. I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Dusk heads towards the chapel.
I would like to buy a pie. Just,
You approach the old woman, yes?
yeah, of course.
Alright. She turns up towards you. Oh, hello there, dearie. My stock is fresh in this morning. Are you looking to buy?
Yeah, I would like to get one pie.
Oh, one of my famous pies. Well, there's all sorts of different pies I can offer you. There's all sorts of different meat in Barovia. See, we've got lamb, beef, pig, chicken here. Chicken's my favourite. But we've also got things like wolf. Now, wolf, not a very common thing here in Barovia. It's all over the place. Can't move for the thing. Is there anything you'd like? Perhaps a dessert pastry as well.
I like the wolf.
Wolf? Ooh, adventurous type. I like it. Would you like to perchance purchase some of my wares for any of your friends over there?
No, just one pie is fine.
Can I walk over to Ducky's and just give him some money?
Nah, I'm pretty sure he has money, right? He has money.
I don't know.
Or do you want to give him money to buy a pie?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
So you want to buy a pie as well?
I want to give you some money to buy a pie for the rest of us. I'm not like I
Okay,
just want to.
Do that then.
Right. I do that. How
Don't
much-
blame me if I'm swinging my axe at you guys later then.
I'm not buying it to eat it, by the way. Just saying.
Where can I see how much money I have?
In your inventory. The party hasn't really found much wealth at the moment.
All right, then I'll back off. I'll do this later.
Yeah.
Where is my?
You'll have about 10 gold on you.
Okay.
Where
I
is
said everyone has about 10 gold.
Yeah.
Core below your attack.
I thought
All you have there is
like
quarterstaff and a dart.
I looted.
Oh yeah,
another-
There's
Yeah.
10 gold. Yeah.
So we start with 10 gold.
Do you sure? Yeah, you all start. You just say you have 10 gold. It's fine.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Vivi has more than 10 gold, and she has several items in possession from the dungeon that
Yeah,
you all
I-
looted. Remember
I-
that, guys. In fact,
I
tell you
put-
what, I'm going to put a party inventory hand so that everyone can keep track of the things that you guys have. that you can
Yeah,
potentially
I remember I have this insignia, the watermill.
Yeah,
insignia.
exactly. The windmill insignia.
Yeah, I
So you
got
go ahead
11.
and show the gold to the woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mighty amount of money. Just one gold piece will buy you 5 of my pies. It costs 2 silver each, you see.
It's fine. I'll
Very well. 5 pies.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll put one of each, and as a special treat, I'll put one of my dessert pastries in there as well. The villagers just cannot get.
What's in the dessert pastry?
Oh, you know, cinnamon, vanilla, a bit of sugar, a lot of sugar. You know, just sweets and treats.
All right.
All right, very good, dearie. That'll be a gold.
I'll hand her a gold.
Takes it, and she gives you a wide smile. Thank you very much, my young man. I'm just going to go and set up the rest of my stall, waiting for all the hungry customers to come out of their houses eventually.
Hey, psst.
Does people buy pies here a lot?
Oh, yes. My pies are one of the most popular commodities in Barovia. You see, this realm is glum, and sometimes people need something to escape from the dreariness of the whole thing. And what better than the warmth of a nice hot pie?
Do you taste your own pies before you sell them?
Oh, absolutely. I am, if nothing else, my own biggest customer and my biggest critic.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey,
And she goes about doing a pie. So yeah, you have this bag of various meat pies and a pastry.
hey, psst, Dawn. I would probably suggest like giving those to dogs before you eat it yourself.
not-
You know, just to check if you're not, poisoned.
I'm not buying them to eat.
Oh,
I think that there might be some.
Maybe share the pie with Issa.
Who's that?
I
He
mean,
warned us about the
Ismark.
pies. He warned us about the pies. I just have a feeling that we could maybe use them.
yeah. I don't think they're just made of the sweetest things in town, honestly.
Considering what we saw last night, there is something wrong about these pies. And
Yeah.
Ismark
I
sort
don't
of
know when we
go.
will return.
Ismark sort of takes note that you bought the pies. Oh, you saw the old lady and bought several of her wares. Me and Irene partake, but I have heard some good things about them. Just if you eat too many, you can get a little bit irritable. I'm not
They
sure
aren't
why.
made of
I
humans, are
haven't-
they?
Not that I would know. No, no, no.
Oh my god, this place! I swear to God, it's
I do
bloodsuckers
remember.
and cannibalists. Oh, Jesus.
I do remember your.
I do not know what is in the pies. I merely assume it is beef and chicken and wolf and whatever game the old woman or whoever she hires to hunt animal happen to come across.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought. Just.
How could it
emergency.
be human? People would notice if people went missing,
Yeah.
right?
Well.
Just
Maybe.
in case of an emergency, I thought
Hopefully.
it might be good to have. But I
Very
do
good.
remember your warning. I won't eat them unless I absolutely have to.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could eat one.
I'm
but
sure we could just eat
Don't
each
eat too
other,
many. It has
you know.
bizarre effects on the mind. I've heard.
I have.
Very well. I will go and talk to the Vistani gentleman and get a caravan set up. Will you join me, or do you have business that you need to take care of in the village? I see one of your friends has got a chapel.
I'm back by now.
I
Right,
need
yeah,
to pee,
just to
so
see
I
what-
go into the tavern and pee.
Okay, yeah, the tavern of toilets, and yeah, why not? That's probably a good idea, to be honest. Make a bit. Yeah, just as he mentions Dusk, he points to the church path, and Dusk is now on her way back.
No, I'll follow you.
Everyone else?
I'm done.
I'm
here.
Yeah,
good.
just
I'm
follow.
ready to leave.
I'm good.
Very good, very good. During this whole time, Irina is very downcast, very sullen. Where once she had this like proud, tall, sort of confident stance, she is like really shrunk in on herself, and she has her scarf pulled up to her nose, completely obscuring the bottom half of her face and her neck. Ismark and Irina turn and go towards the west side of town, where you are met by a sort of large wooden caravan drawn by 2 draft horses. And they begin untying the caravan, paying the Vistani gentleman that's there, getting ready to head out. Do you guys
Can I
all
buy
hitch a
some
ride?
beers before I leave the
Yes.
bar?
What, do you go up to Ari?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Hey, Eric, my friends, they want some beers. Can I
Oh,
have 3 ones?
3. What kind of beer? The good
That's
beer
fine.
or the really good beer?
I want ale.
Cheapest ale. Okay. Yeah, coming up. Turns around, takes 3 bottles from the shelf behind him, slams on the 10 gold each, so 30 gold.
Okay, here, take my gold.
Do you have 30
I don't
gold?
think you even have 30
No.
gold. You might.
What?
You have a lot. You have like 20, I think, but I don't think you have 30.
I'll help her out.
You aren't in the inn
Yeah,
though.
Okay.
Okay, I go in there and I stop them from paying 30 gold for.
No,
What you check on Vivi, taking a long time in the pit.
Yeah, and I see that she's trying to.
No, I show my figure. What about this? The silver figure with the raven.
Oh, that looks nice. That'd look good on my car. Yeah, you can have the beers for that. Why not? You can take
Now I
them in.
run out.
He
Hello
takes the
everyone,
satchel.
I got beers for you.
I hope that wasn't important.
Let's fucking hope so, eh?
Okay, lesson learned. Let's take let's if you see something interesting, don't give it to Namin or Vivi.
What? I'm not gonna give it away for free.
Well,
Hey,
might
it
give
wasn't
away
for free. It was
something
for
else.
like 3 ale.
3 beers.
3 ale.
So basically for free.
Yeah.
I got 5 pies for 1 gold. Put it in perspective.
I got free beer from the manor. I don't know what y'all talking about.
All right, you all head towards the caravan and head out, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's
Missing
go to
this
the overland map.
silver thing, and we have 3 beers now, so that's nice.
Everyone find where you're supposed to be. Look towards the bottom right. There's a token for the caravan there. Everyone see it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So it's as far as you can discern, it is early morning in Barovia. The caravan begins to make its way slowly across the path.
I'm just gonna assume we're all in it now.
Yes, you're all in it. Yes, this represents the whole party plus Ismac and Iris.
Yep.
You make your way down the path, crossing the Iveless River over the bridge as you go into the deep forests of Barovia. Does anyone
Sorry, I could.
do anything, say anything, want to take note during this? What's that, Steve?
I was gone for like. You all froze. I'm sorry.
What was the last thing you heard?
Before we changed seat.
Yeah, literally. You're all on this caravan. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Bottom right of the map, yep.
Yeah.
You're on this caravan leaving the village. It begins trundling off. It is early morning, as far as you can tell in Barovia, of course. Even midday isn't particularly brighter than midnight. It's always this sort of grey, oppressive, semi-dark atmosphere in Barovia with this fog creeping go. You cross the bridge of the Iveless River and head into the deep forests of Barovia. Does anyone have a conversation during their journey? Does anyone want to make note of anything? Look at their surroundings? Anything?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
sipping
look
out
out
my drink,
before.
looking out the window.
I'm just making an apology for lashing out, but so sorry for lashing out, but I mean, I'm just annoyed and scared to die, you know? Like, I don't want to save a
Listen.
cat.
Honey, none of us want to die. We don't want to die. It's okay. We understand where you come from. You just want to keep us alive.
basically
Apology
almost- we
accepted.
almost just did, no?
I'm just staring out at the forest.
I've been looking at Irina's scarf, and I I asked her something. So I've noticed that you have your scarf.
Yes, yes.
Did you perhaps have another?
My sleep was restless. Yes, I imagined. I dreamt I was darkness all around. I could barely breathe. I thrashed out in fear, and I felt a solid surface above me. I pressed against it with all my might, and I lifted the lid off a coffin that I was laid in. I felt my neck and my scars burned. I looked around and I was in some sort of crypt, some sort of tomb with other coffins strewn about. I looked to the entranceway and I saw 2 red eyes. I am fearful, and I fear that if someone recognizes me, or if we run into someone suspicious, it could be him or an agent of him, and I want to hide my identity as best I can.
Alright. If worse comes to happen, we'll be there to protect.
Thank you. Your service is appreciated. Anything else for anyone?
I kinda like meditate a little bit. Like, not full on, but like kind of.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, just light some incense again.
And I also look outside and just kind of.
I just keep
observe.
looking outside.
Yeah, just staring
Yeah.
at the bullets. Just not really saying much.
Observing, kind of.
Alright. The caravan heads forward toward a familiar crossroads. One leads deeper into the forests of Barovia. The other leads north to the Tesser Pool encampment. As you come to this crossroads, you all see, as you saw a few days ago, a platform with a gallows above it and an empty noose swaying lazily in the wind. Everyone roll me a charisma saving throw.
What the fuck?
What the fuck
If
is
I
up
don't
with your
have-
rolls?
If I don't have charisma,
Why am I rolling so good on stats that I don't have?
Bardic energy.
Okay.
This is not your day, Dusk.
Wow.
Really isn't.
Lowballing everything.
Yeah.
That's alright. Can't
Now
fix
I'm
remove
in
their character
Dom,
right now.
Bog, Vivi, Kale. You pass the gallows and you look up, but it is with incident.
Just question. Last time, wasn't it only Kaylee that saw this thing?
Yes. Marine, however, you do a sort of double take, and as you look back to the gallows, you see a familiar figure swaying in the noose. When you squint and you notice that you recognize the features immediately. The figure hanging from the rope is an image of you. Dead. Pale. Emaciated. Dusk. You do the same thing. You look to the forest. Look back to the gallows. You see a figure. Just moments. Swaying in the noose. However, this isn't you. It's someone perhaps more dear to you. Hanging from the noose, you see the familiar figure of your father, Don Master Ikram. You can see his glowing blue eyes lock with yours for a moment. You feel a telepathic message being sent to you, and it whispers 3 words that fill your heart. You did this. And just as quickly as it appears, it disappears, and again the noose is lazily hanging, empty. You continue your journey through the forest of Barovia, making your way towards a familiar encampment, a clearing in the forest by a large pool that is sort of a bisection area of the Evelis River. You can see that there is fire coming from the camp, but there isn't the sounds of merriment and music that you are perhaps accustomed to. You find yourselves at the Tesser Pool encampment. You notice immediately that there are less Vistani here than there were previously, though the draft horses are still by the river drinking. Ismark stops the caravan and silently ushers you out, knowing that you perhaps have unfinished business here.
Let's go speak to Madame Eva again.
yeah, I wasn't here for the last talk. I think I'd like to meet her.
She's a
I go
character.
up to one of the Vistani and I ask him, excuse me, is Madame Eva around?
The Vistani all appear to be sort of cooking food by the fire. A few of them are talking, telling stories. One is tuning a lute, but there is no merriment, no dancing, no music. The Vistani turns to you and eyes you. What business do you have with the madam?
We're here a few days ago. Still have some unfinished tarot card readings. She told us to come back.
Oh, I see.
days.
She told your prophecy yet.
Yes.
The madam is not here. Unavailable. Not in her tent at the moment. I believe Visale! And he calls to another Vistani traveller who sort of nods. Where Madam Eva go? The Vistani sort of looks at you and looks at the Vistani you're talking. She went to the castle, to Ravenloft, to speak with the prince. The Vistani you were talking to puts his hands up. She is at the castle. I do not know when she will be.
Did you know the prince? Is she familiar with the prince?
Oh yes, our prince. We are all familiar with him. He is kind to us, loving to us. He shows us his favor.
Right. Okay, well, thanks for...
Thank you for visiting. You will be on your way now, yeah?
Yes, we will make our way.
Very good, very good, very good.
Can
He goes back to cooking meat on the fire. Go on.
I want to whisper to Kaylee to try and convince her to check if the tent is really empty.
Yeah.
Okay,
also-
okay, alright. What do I do? A perception check?
Roll me a stealth check to see if you go unnoticed first.
But my whisper isn't heard, is it?
No.
Where do I find stealth? I'm sorry, my eyesight is
Your skills.
really, really bad.
Skills.
Got it.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Yes, you're able to sneak by unnoticed. None of the Vistani travelers see you. You peek into the tent. You sort of let loose the flaps of the tent. You poke your head in. There is no one there. There is this sort of ornate table laid out with a crystal ball and a deck of cards and incense blowing and various trinkets and magical items adorning the walls of the tent, but there is no one in there.
Okay. There's no one here. I can see all her stuff. I don't know what you guys saw the last time you were here, but there's no one here.
Yeah, I talked to the Vistani on the campfire. They say she's at the castle.
Castle?
It just sounded like they weren't very honest.
I have a feeling that they're probably hiding something, but
I couldn't
Just not
see
here.
anything in the tent, at least. Wait, Karma, could I do, like, is there any kind of an other type of thing I could do to see more? If she's, like, shrouded in magic or whatever?
No, nothing that you'd be capable of doing
Okay.
not right now.
Well, then I didn't see anything.
Anyone who has detect magic prepared could do that, but that'd be about it.
I feel like we should just...
We should check the tent for any leads. I know,
I-
I know they said she was at the castle, but there might be some things hidden in the tent.
I don't feel like we should sneak around too much, because... I don't know, I just don't have a good feeling about it, and I think...
Okay, alright.
If you would like to investigate, I will maintain Kaylee's sneak roll, so she is unnoticed right now.
So I can do
Give it
an
some
investigation.
Give it some time, she could become noticed, but for now she's unnoticed by the Vistani. As far as they're
Can I
concerned,
still-
there are 8 people here.
Can I still do an investigation check
You can if you want to enter the tent,
while
yeah.
shrouded?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
If you want to
just-
enter the tent and do that, yes.
And what?
If you want to enter the tent and do that, yes, you
Okay,
can.
I can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. Just...
Fantastic. So as you're sleuthing around the tent, you notice several things that catch your eye that may be that catch you as untoward, that may be suspicious. You notice that upon the table there are these very deeply etched scratch marks, as if someone's hand has been drawn along the table, as if they've been struggling and dragged off by some unseen entity. You notice that there are several books that have been turned the opposite way, so their spines face the inside of the bookshelf, and there are other books strewn about the floor haphazard. You notice also that the tarot deck is sort of messily shuffled. It hasn't been neatly put together. It's sort of splayed over the table. That's all you really find.
Right, okay, so guys, honestly, to me, it just looks like she's been dragged out of here. This is like, it's all messy. I can't, it doesn't make any sense to me what I'm seeing.
Maybe
It looks like she's been forcibly removed.
Maybe Strahd has some plans for her.
Oh
do
my
start.
gosh.
We do
That's
know
surprisingly dark of you.
that the
Hello.
serve Strahd.
Yeah.
It's
So-
probably nothing to worry about.
Kaylee, as you're leaving, taking your investigation check into mind, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I'm so sorry about this. I'll get my glasses fixed.
Excellent. Just as you're about to leave the tent, you notice a glimmer from the left-hand side on the floor.
Okay.
All
right.
Your eyes cast down to the strange glimmer, and you see a silver necklace.
Guys,
You
Okay.
go down, and you can see that it has a locket on the necklace. You open
guys,
the
I
locket.
found something.
A picture of a young woman with tan skin and colourful clothing and long brown hair. You
Guys.
also see a little note attached to this silver necklace, and it reads, "To Esmeralda."
Got this necklace here. I don't. Is a woman. She's pretty, I guess, dark. It says to Esmeralda. Do we know what that might be?
Name?
I don't actually know. Do we know who the
Esmeralda.
None of you heard that name. No.
Just take it with you and
Yeah.
let's get going.
Yeah,
before we get
I'll
suspicious.
keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. Right.
Well, since I've just put it in, add it to the party inventory handout.
How do we
If
do?
you look just above your character sheets, party inventory. Anyone can edit that. And
Yeah.
any loot that you find, put it in there so you can keep track of it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Why is there more horses than people here? Have these people been executed?
Straight to the
Well,
point.
can I ask them?
Let's
Yeah, you can go up to the Vistani and ask them, like, yeah.
Yeah, I asked them then.
What, you go up to them and
Did
ask
that
them...
work?
Ask,
Oh, no, sorry.
what specific wording are you using when you go and approach them?
Hey,
was
I
it
see you
party
have a
what?
little bit too many horses for your people.
inventory.
What's up? with
Yes, some travelers are out with their own horses. Some of them are in the village of Barovia. Some of them visit Vallaki and the encampment nearby. Some go to Lake Zarovich. They walk, they do not take their caravan. Some want to be conspicuous, you may say.
Right, let's get going now, guys. I think we've spent enough time here.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What was her
that's-
name?
It's already put in.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it is. Just a big fat picture of a necklace.
Yeah, I did that. I'm sorry.
Holy fuck!
Hey.
Don't put a picture there. It's for the whole party. It's for everything you find.
The text
Just
is
put
fish.
it in. Look here. I'll give you an example.
I tried
What I
putting it
mean,
in text.
uh,
Yeah, you put it in the
Description and notes.
Yeah, you put
Also,
it in the
fucking
name of the item of the
capital
inventory.
That triggers me the
Yeah.
fuck out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I changed it. If you change it, Jimmy, I will fucking cut you. I can
Well,
see
that's
your
what I
fucking
mean. Oh,
Smile.
fucking someone deleted it. What the fuck? Stop it. Stop
I
going on it,
didn't do it.
dickhead.
I didn't do anything.
I'm fucking with my character sheet.
Oh. I thought you were fucking changing.
Sorry for fucking up.
It's fine. I
Look,
don't even know what you're
it's fine. I didn't say. But that's what I mean. You have a party inventory, and you put in the text things you find. So silver necklace with
I
Forest
did,
Esmeralda.
but then
No.
it turned party inventory into necklace, and
No,
I was
you
like,
changed the
wait,
title.
what the fuck?
You
Yeah,
changed
It's
it.
fine.
I'm
And
sorry,
you wanted
I'm
I wanted a
retarded.
picture. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, whatever.
That's what you have in your possession at the moment.
Let's just-
In amongst other loot and various things. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Cool.
sorry.
Like, good.
Let's get
All right.
going.
Cool. Are you going to continue your journey through the forest?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
While we're rolling, can I just peel fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a little break. Let's have a little 5-minute break while we're rolling
5
through the forest.
minutes.
5-minute
Okay.
break. Yeah. Come back in 5 minutes.
Cool bean.
Let's try some.
You still got a long journey ahead of you before you get to the walls. Oh, this is
Oh
exciting.
lord. There's gonna be some encounters, I assume.
Maybe. Depends
I
how
think
lucky
so.
you guys are.
Ugh. I'm getting so sleepy.
Because now you're not confined just to this village. Now the whole realm's opening before you now.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed that I don't have the death save dice roller.
Yeah, let's have a look at what exactly is going on there. Because I can see it on your character sheet. Where are you looking?
Well, I've sent a screenshot if you look in the
Oh,
Discord
okay.
chat. If you scroll up
In the Discord chat. Oh, like in the.
in the actually
In
like,
our
chat.
call.
Yeah, in our call. Can you find it?
Yes. What the fuck? What are you using?
I'm using Chrome. It's looked like this since we started.
Start it up on Firefox if you got Firefox.
Try. Firefox is my anime fucking browser.
Because the only reason I say that is because when anyone uses Internet Explorer, the character sheet goes like that. So I think it's something to do with your browser.
I'm using Chrome. Fuck. Oh no, my fucking login here.
Hi.
Oh, oh, PM. Luckily, this hasn't really come up in the campaign.
Yeah, that now it works. That's just weird.
I am partly falling asleep. I'm so sleepy. It's a bit hard to. It's a bit hard to focus.
Jesus, Sonny, you look fucking yeah. Right, I said we've gone on a break. Does anyone mind if we end there? Because some people are getting really fucking worn out.
I should
okay.
technically go to sleep right now,
I'm okay.
but
I don't want to like take people beyond their endurance, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I also have a morning shift tomorrow, so you're alright. With me, at least.
I mean, 2 sessions in a week is still good, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, definitely. It is really awesome. So it's not about that. It's just endurance.
Yeah.
Exactly, of course, yeah.
The coffee helped, but I still feel like it's hard to take part in this session.
Well, yeah, we don't want if everyone's like that, we don't want to keep continuing because it'll just end up with me spouting a load of exposition and then everyone forgetting it by next session. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
So
and
I think we've
honestly,
done
like,
quite well. I think we've done quite well.
Yeah.
If you combine yesterday and today, that's been like a nice big chunk session, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's set up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.